Martin from the Philippines. We're here in Real Talk Lifeline. So, in this live, this one is called Gratitude Practice. So, what is this? So, someone might say or comment, hey, why do I even need to practice gratitude? What is that? That's common sense. All these thoughts, all these comments. But for a lot of us, nothing is common sense. And if you really are serious or curious and you want to know, like, what is this gratitude? Why is it important? It's something that actually has saved my life. And it's something that I've been practicing for years, every day. For those who are curious, you could check out my personal profile and you'll see each day I practice it. So, how do you do it? And I'll do a live demo with you right now. So, those watching the live or the replay, let me do a live practice, gratitude practice with you right now. So, for those who don't know where to start, there are many ways how to do this, many methods or practices. I'll show you one that I've found to be very helpful. So, I'll start with this as a guide. So, these are four life areas. Back in the day, years ago, my life coach, Coach Bam, I learned this from him. We call this the four quadrants. It never really had a formal name to my knowledge, but let this represent your body, your heart, your mind, and your spirit. So I'll start the gratitude practice with you right now. So, first, the body. This can also represent your health. So, what am I grateful for today? I did my exercises, I did my walking, taking care of my health, just being aware of the food I eat, functional medicine. I learned that probably a decade ago. The gist is whatever we eat, we take in our body has a direct effect, not just on our body or health, but also on our brain fog, our mind, our focus, anxiety, depression. Now, people start to like get the point, like how serious or important this is. And I've been practicing it over the years. It has worked, and I'll keep doing it. Now, I'm not here to share only good examples. So, when it comes to health, you can monitor your blood pressure, do all that. Sometimes you also learn close to home or not so close to home. So a few days ago, I met this my mom has a dear friend. So my tita has a son who's around my age or slightly older, mid 40s. This guy, pretty much bedridden at the computer sitting all day, when he stands up, maybe 5 to 15 minutes, he has to sit down again. So that's how bad the condition is of this guy. And that leads to medical or health complications. And of course, ultimately, it can lead to death. So I am just grateful to be able to walk. I'm not saying you have to do it for an hour like that, but even just these little things. So you can learn from good examples and you can also learn from cautionary tales. And I super appreciate that. Again, it's not to compare, rather, for me, it's to be inspired and to appreciate life even more. So, the next part, what am I grateful for? From our body or health, the heart, let that represent your relationships. So, what am I grateful for today in relationships? Spend time with my family, with my mom, merienda 5 p.m. Plot twist. So, this couple, husband and wife, the guy's a dentist, the wife apparently is the cousin or relative of my mother from my grandma's side. So one thing the guy shared, the husband shared, was their kid. So they had, I think, two kids or a few. The last one left the country for Toronto, Canada. And then what he was saying was, it's so hard when your kids leave the home. Now, I'm speaking as a son here. I'm there with my mother. My parents are in their 70s. So it made me realize more on the perspective for relationships, what it's like for a parent. Now, I can't relate. So I'm torn here as late 30s, a son trying to be independent, learning this. But for those here in the Philippine culture, comment down below watching the live or the replay. If you're a parent, how true is it when your child leaves the home and you're all alone? I believe they call that an empty nester. That is it true? I'm curious, or is it just it depends, right? Do How do you as a parent handle it? Is it okay, or is that actually true? That comment from the husband earlier. So it actually made me appreciate time with my parents more. And again, I'm still trying to figure out my own independence at the same time. So that's for relationships. Next, let this triangle, the mind, represent that can represent a multitude of things. So mind can mean your money, your career. For me, I'll just put it at this. I'm grateful for learning. So learning from mentors, that recent upload by Alex Hormozy and then Tony Robbins. So these are two mentors I look up to. Alex Hormozy is in his late 30s. Tony Robbins is in his 60s. So it's like learning from an older brother or a peer, and then someone ahead of you, years ahead with wisdom. And then again, tomorrow, Monday morning, there's this branch breakout session. My manager, I'm grateful for any session that will teach me, equip me, and help me do my work better or help me become a better person, which is why I do these lives. Lastly, let this circle represent your spirit. So, what's your spirit? Some for them, it's religion, so no judgment. For some, it's a higher purpose, a mission. Like, why am I here in this world? What is my ultimate um, karma or whatever word you want to use for it, your dharma? So, for me, over here, what am I grateful for? There's this short that hit me by Tony Robbins. So it's about problems. So you might wonder, Martin, you're grateful for problems. So Tony Robbins is sharing there. He met short sharing was he met Norman Vincent Peale. This guy is an OG. He's already dead, so he's passed on. He wrote the book The Power of Positive Thinking. So Tony Robbins met Norman Vincent Peale while he was still alive. He was old. And the gist of it was he said problems are actually good. The only people who do not have problems are in the cemetery. So Tony Robbins later on realized that problems are actually a way for us to grow spiritually because every problem tests us. And then when we go through it, overcome it, or learn the lesson, that's how we grow spiritually. So problems can actually be a good thing in our life. So that's my what I'm grateful for sharing spiritually. So before I end this live, what I want to share here is I want you, people watching the live or the replay, comment down below gratitude, and then you could share even just one thing that you were thankful for today. Start with one. Can I share more than one thing? Can I count multiple blessings? Of course you can. So just start with one. Gratitude. I'm grateful for internet connection right now to do this live. I'm grateful for a working laptop. I'm grateful for a microphone that has good quality, right? So comment down below gratitude. And then before I end, you could also comment down below. Maybe some of you are going through more serious, like a challenge that you feel stuck with in life. Comment help down below. So, what I do is a clarity call one on one. I've been doing this recently over the past days, weeks. In fact, you can even check out here you go. You can even check out my profile. So, I'll share this one. Very simple, very easy to find. So, my profile facebook.com/Martin Cruiser. Head to the photos, head to the albums, and then go to Real Talk Lifeline. So here you'll see all the way from 2020 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or maybe a dozen of them or more. This one was the most recent, December 2025. So these are all testimonials of these one on one clarity calls, deep dives. And these are people that I've helped so overcome whatever challenge they felt stuck with in life. Whether again, it's a problem that you're dealing with that that never has gone away, something you need closure with, again, mentally, emotionally, maybe even spiritually. So this is the work that I do. So back over here before I end, I'll share this line with you that has helped me a lot with gratitude. So this is from a mentor, Tony Robbins. I'll end with this one. He said, "Trade your expectations for appreciation, and the world changes instantly." So, this is a very powerful lesson. Again, people might not really see the value of it. I've paid a lot of money for seminars, and this might look and feel so simple, but this one is still equally super powerful. How do you practice gratitude? This is what we're going back to in this live gratitude practice. You could try it by this: trade your expectations. What does that mean? Man, it should be like this. My internet connection should be better. More people should be watching. Why isn't this person acting the way I want them to? Right? Judgment, whatever term you have, you get the feeling. Those are all expectations. Now, let me trade that. Let me replace that with appreciation. This is gratitude practice. No one is watching. Thank you. My internet connection is still here. Thank you. I'm doing the live. I'm putting myself out there. Thank you. So, appreciation. That's the way to practice gratitude. And what's the benefit? What do you get out of it? Your life will change in that moment. So, let me end. Thank you. I love you. And I will see you next time.